Hey everyone, this is Martin again with another developer diary update on Retentional. And newest thing that I did this past couple of days was add a few other spaces into the memory palace. So these ones you're probably familiar with right now, the sort of lower hall rear area. These are the new ones, the kitchen. So 5 in here, and then over here in the dining room area, the clock, the stool. I might move these around, but the other big one is sort of moving upstairs now into the upper land. I call it, in England we call this like a landing area, which is like the hallway upstairs, and then sort of master bedroom, smaller bedroom or office. I guess we'll call this the office for now. I've got to put some names on here on like the UI of what these are. Second bedroom there, so I've even put like one of the locations as the fan up there. Hallway front, or a landing front I should say, and then the upstairs bathroom. So yeah, that was sort of the big things I changed this past couple of days. And what I've started to do, or what I thought might be interesting to do, I'm just going back here, was to try giving a deck of cards a test within the app, so to see if I can memorize them. So all I did was I got, for this little test here, and I've literally just started this like, I don't know, 20 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, I got a card deck, only 30 cards within the deck, and I randomized them. So if I click on open, what I've done is I've added in this like options up here, randomize, and what that does is any words that are within this the user text area here get randomized. So all I did was I put in all decks of cards, all cards from hearts, clubs, spades, and diamonds, all the way from ace to king. In this case, I've just got 30, and I've randomized them. So it's a pretty flexible way to do it. I think it should be a little bit of an interesting test. So all I did was I spent around, I think maybe 5 to 7 minutes just going around each of the locations within the memory palace and making up a story as you do. Maybe a lot of you know how the memory palace or the method of loci works, but placing objects within these particular locations, and in my case I've got 2 in each location, so I'm making up a story or a little image for each of these different locations. And this is from this is point 19 to 20 here in the rear hallway. For the kitchen is point 21 to 24, and then the dining room area is 25 to 30. So yeah, I thought it might be a bit of an interesting test. So let's give it a try. Let's go to the test section here, and I think these should all disappear. If not, they might not disappear actually when I go to the test section. So I'm just gonna, that's a feature that I've got to do. So if I just back out of the house or the memory palace, let's click on start test. And because I've saved the memory palace file before, I can now click on this this save file here, click on start test. And it's telling me, okay, this is the file that we're looking at. If I had set an anchor word down here because I wanted to anchor this specific memory palace to a date, for example, I would have it here, but I've not set one. But all it's going to do is go through from, say, 1 to 30 here in this example, and it's going to ask me a random one. So it's going to go through all 30 and ask me a random, in this case, what was number 12, and then it's not going to repeat them either. So I'm going to try and answer these. I might not verbally say what everything was as I'm remembering this, because some of them are a little bit maybe a little bit gruesome, or some of them may be a little bit rude to kind of share on a video. I want to keep this all very clean, so some of them I might describe, some of them I might not. That's okay. With imagery in your head as you're imagining things, the more kind of startling or the more extreme perhaps, the more it's going to kind of stick in your mind. So I've got to try and remember each location now. So number 12 I believe is the toilet. So no it's not. Trying to remember. So first 5, yeah, 12 I believe is the toilet, and what I remembered was a dog on the toilet who didn't want me looking at him on the toilet, so he threw a ninja star at me, which has 5 sides. So that would be the 5 of diamonds, I think. There we go, cool. what was word 2? This was a dog eating an apple. So ace of diamonds. So A for ace, and then D for diamonds. That was all right. So I hope this is interesting, guys. Tell me if this is useful, or any feedback would be fantastic, because I am developing this application right now. It's always good to get feedback, because this is just the way that I'm doing it. Other people might find different ways to use a memory palace. But just to elaborate a little bit on why I'm started to look at a deck of cards here, is because what I've got to implement next is a kind of tracking system to say, okay, well, I can memorize a deck of cards. What's my recall like? Am I able to recall 100% of them? How long did it take me to recall them? How long did it take me to memorize them? But with a deck of cards, it's the same every time. It's 52 cards, and it's the same every time. So it gives me a baseline to track. So let's say if I'm able to recall, say on the left-hand side of a chart here, I'm able to recall 50%, and I can see over time that I'm able to recall more and more over time, and that's just an idea. Now, you can set this to anything that you want. It could be a random set of numbers, whatever. But in my case, I thought a deck of cards, since that's often that's a common one. So, but yeah, that is the next sort of big step, is to have some kind of tracking system of how well am I doing when I do these tests, and have that recorded. So, number 14, what was that? That's 5, 10. That's the window in the bathroom at the back, and I believe that's a monster eating a heart, if I remember right. I could be wrong. Oh, that was right. Okay, good. What was word 3? This is the car chasing a monster up the stairs. So the monster is 3 in my little mnemonic thing that I've got going on, and then C is a car, so the 3 of clubs. Word number 6. This was, I remember a chair being thrown through the front living room window, and then a dog jumping in after it to attack it. So the chair represents 4 for me, and the dog is a diamond, so 4 of diamonds. What was 13? 5. I'm just drawing the 10. 11, 12. 13 is the shower. So, and there's a dog in the shower trying to catch a balloon. So the balloon is 9, and a D for dog. What was 9? Okay, so 9 was the fireplace, and that was the. It was a D and Q. So Queen of Diamonds. So Q, D, I think. Yep. Next 16. This is in the back of the hall, because the bathroom is 15. The last bathroom one is 15. So this is 16. Is the last one. The rear hallway. And in this case, it is a car smashing into the plant pot, and then James Bond stepping out of the car and throwing me an apple to eat as an apology. So that's my mnemonic for it. So A for the apple, and then C for the car. So ace of clubs. That was 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the TV. D8, 8 of diamonds. 21. So as you can see, this is counting down as I'm going, guys. Might want to forward to the end of this if this isn't very interesting. But I guess you can just sort of hear how I'm trying to remember things, and if you do it the same way, or any feedback would be excellent. So what was 21? Now that's the new one, isn't it? So as in that's the kitchen. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 21. So that's the bin, and I smash a chair, which is 4, to get a heart, which is in the bin. So 4 of hearts. 26 is the clock, and I think this one was like a set of cogs, and I think the cogs were, I could be wrong on this, I think the cogs were sort of like grinding up a heart. Cool. This one I remember was the 10, and I've got T for 10 in this case, because then every single card combination just requires 2 digits or letters. So T for 10. And then dog, diamonds, 20. That is the 10, 15, 20. That's the last one on the rear hall, which was the 3 of diamonds, I think. Cool. 14. When I'm saying 5, 10 as well, I'm just counting around the different rooms. So 5, 10, that's 15. Oh no, 30. I'm looking at the wrong one. It's 30. It's this one here. That would be the very last one as well, and that was the apple sort of on this corner here that's next to a plug socket that's getting electrocuted. When I try and grab it, it stops my heart. So the Ace of Hearts, is that what you say? Yep. 19, 5, 10, 15, 20. So last one before there, that is 7 of diamonds, I think. 25, again 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This would be the last one, and that was the 2 of hearts, I think. Cool, we're nearly there, guys. Like I say, maybe forward to the end if this isn't very interesting. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. This was a... oh no, 15. I keep on looking at this here. This is something I've got to correct maybe a little bit because... or make a highlight. I'm looking for 15. I've got sort of 4 numbers here, so I've got to be careful. So maybe highlighting this one here to be a bit more prominent. But 15, 5, 10, 50. So it's the last one, which was 2 of clubs, I think. Yeah, 7, 5, 6, 7. That was a blended jug. Grinding up a heart. Yeah, blending up a heart. A bit gruesome. And 27. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 26, 27. That was 2 for Chun-Li. And then she's holding a dog and she's sat on the stool, I think. Yep, that was right. 22. 5, 10, 15, 20. That was the fridge. I opened the fridge door, a kite comes out, and that is connected to a heart, which is in a bag in the fridge because it's being kept cold. 23, 5. See, I'm having to count around each of the rooms in my head at the moment. This memory palace to me is still quite new. I'm getting there. I know, like, breaking up each of the memory palace locations into 5 images per location, but I've still got to count around at the moment each room. But that will start to sink in. This is sort of just the process of really getting to know this memory palace and just adding more mnemonic imagery, more not mnemonic imagery, but more striking imagery around the palace. So things that I can remember. There was a knife on this table here, or there was a dartboard, or whatever it may be. So what was word 23? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23. That was the sink, I think. And it was a ninja star, which was sort of like it's like grinding up ninja star. They don't do this in England very much, but the thing in the sink that grinds up stuff like food or whatever when you put it into the sink. We don't have them here in England, but in this case I think I was putting a heart into there, which is correct. 28, so I can just do the second to last one, or third to last, which would have been the table, I think, because the last one is the plug socket, then air conditioning for 29, 28 was the table, and in this case I put a chair on the table and I start revving up like a little car, like a little toy car. Cool, 10, so 5, 10, that's the chair. In this case it was a balloon that was floating up in the middle of the chair, and a balloon is 9 for me. When it bursts, a heart sort of falls all over the chair. I think I might have sat on it actually in my imagination. 29, the second to last one. That is the air conditioning. The train is going round it. The air conditioning all around the rim. So in this case, it's the 10. And it's got a heart on the train, a heart on the back of the train, and blood's dripping kind of all over the place and falling on the floor around the air conditioning. 24. I think this was the chopping board, I think. So if I go around in my mind's eye again, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 was the oven, 24 is the chopping board, and that is a KD, King of Diamonds, so kite and dog. What was word 1? This was a guy with a 6-pack drinking a... oh, this is a difficult one. I think he's drinking a heart. I could be wrong on this one. Maybe I did this... Ooh, I think 6 of hearts. I could be wrong. Oh, no, I was right. Yeah, I was thinking that when I first go in the door on the left here, I remember 6 is a 6-pack of beer for me, or a guy with a 6-pack. I think that's a very striking image to remember, and he's eating a heart. And I'm thinking to myself, you're going to eat a lot of that, you're not going to have a 6-pack left. Or maybe he would, who knows. But that sort of stuck in my brain. So 18, we're nearly there, guys. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, D, J, Jack of Diamonds, I think. Cool. 5 was 7, which I have 7 is Brad Pitt for me because of the movie 7, and he eats a heart out of the bowl, which is on the right side as you go in the door here. 5, 10, 11. This was the Queen of Hearts. It's the Queen in the bathroom at the sink, and she gives me her heart, or as like she pulls out a heart. It's a little bit gruesome again. I'm sorry, but as an offer to the nation. So that's kind of how I remembered that one. And then 17, 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. Oh boy, what is this one? 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. 6 of diamonds, I think. I think it was the picture on the back, the rear hall at the back. There's a dog that has a 6-pack on the picture, which is very strange. Like, why would a dog have a 6-pack? Maybe I'm wrong. No, I got it. 30 out of 30. There you go. So first time I've done that. That's cool. So yeah, in this case, guys, what I'd have to do here is what I'm planning to do next in this development series is, or the development of this retentional memory palace application, is have some kind of chart showing how I did in terms of recall. Now, for these, it's kind of, maybe I'll add in a timer to memorize these as well, because yeah, if I've got, you know, 5 hours to remember 30 cards, it's usually no problem. It has to be within a time frame, and it has to be maybe tracked within a time frame as well, perhaps, like how quickly was I able to recall them. So we'll see anyway. But yeah, I wanted to sort of show you that, guys. Might do some more with the cards here, as I've got all of the cards in order here, as you can see here. So if I go through all of the memory palace all the way upstairs as well, you can see I've got all of the cards laid out. These are currently in order, but what I've been doing is this little functionality here where I, like I said, click on options, randomize, and then it's randomized all of them, and I can click save and then choose like a new randomized file if I want to. So anyway, any feedback, guys, any ideas, any thoughts would be very much appreciated, and thank you for watching.